Welcome to this Power Teacher Gradebook screencast. In this screencast, I'm going to show you how to turn on and set standards per term that you teach. These are directions that were updated in August of 2015. Here I am in the gradebook. I am in an elementary class. These directions also apply to middle school, so I'll reference that where needed. Obviously, first make sure you're in the current school year. I would not choose, if you're setting this up before school actually begins, make sure you're not on current classes. You won't see your classes. You have to choose the current school year. So I'm going to choose 2015-16 school year. Make sure you are in a content class. So we don't do any standards, obviously, for homeroom or Core Plus or anything like that. So I'm going to choose this math class. You're starting on the score sheet. You want to come over to this grade setup tab. So click on grade setup. And here for the elementary is trimester 1, trimester 2, trimester 3. For middle school, you'll do this for quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4. I've already done those two, so I'm going to do this one. So double click on the term that you want to set up. It's good to, at the beginning of the year, just do this all at once, get these all set. So you do trimester 1 for this class, then trimester 2, then trimester 3. Once you double click on the term, this box opens. It might kind of cover things up. You can grab this header bar, move this down. For the term, you're going to turn on term weights, standard weights. This opens up this box, or makes this box available rather. Below this box is an Add Standards button. This is where you click on Add Standards to add standards to your class. Here are the standards for the class. Now, this is one thing that is slightly different than years past. We are not adding the SHB standards to a class anymore. We're only adding the content standards. So you can see the standards listed here. You can see they're coded. So all the SHB ones, again, we do not check. Whatever content class this is for you, it starts with its own code. So math, MA, social studies, SS, science, SC, so on and so forth. So you're actually going to go down and check all of the standards for that term. And it is good to check all of the standards that are available. And there is no quick check all, there is no group select. Tried those tips. So I'm going to check that. I'm going to click OK. Those standards come in. Now, because we're not adding the SHBs, we don't have to do the whole weighting thing like we've done in the past. So these standards all come in. They're all weighted at 100, meaning that it breaks them down per standard. And so we're done with that term. Make sure you come over here and click Save in the bottom right corner, and then move on to your next term and do term, if that was term 1, do term 2, term 3 for a class, then obviously move on to your next class. That is a setup for trimesters and for quarters. Trimesters again for the elementary, quarters for the middle school. Here is one slight difference for the middle school. Let me switch to a middle school gradebook here. And let me get into a class here. So in the middle school gradebooks, you see semester 1 and you see quarter 1, quarter 2, semester 2, quarter 3, quarter 4. So you go through and you add all of the terms. Cancel that. You add all of the standards to quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4. So you can see I've already done that here. Because we will be issuing report cards at semester, you do need to click on semester 1. You do need to turn on term weights, standard weights, and just verify by looking at this that quarter 1 is set to 50%, quarter 2 is set to 50%. You actually don't have to change anything in here, but it is important that you come to each semester, turn on term weights, standard weights, then come down here and just click Save. So please do that for your semesters, middle school teachers. That does need to be done. And the report cards will be printed at semester. We will still have requirements that all grades be turned in on a quarterly basis. So we will still do the same process of making sure grades are in at the end of the quarter. Grades get stored for that quarter, then get combined with the next quarter and printed for the semester. So we will still have all the same requirements of getting grades in at the quarter. That is how you set up your term weights and standard weights for the terms that you teach. Thanks for watching.